If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's
agree
a
on
given.
that. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
Okay, prepare yourself for a story that is now making waves. I promise you won't want to miss it. Melania Trump is suing the host of the show in a high-profile case that might total an astounding $100 million. Yes, you heard correctly. $100 million. Everyone is wondering what precisely happened as a result of this legal showdown. So let's break it down completely. Here's the deal. Following some extremely offensive remarks made about her live on television, former First Lady Melania Trump is suing The View's hosts.
Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want
She
to
doesn't care about that.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know. But my husband is real. He's raw. He tells it as it is. He's kind. He's a gentleman. He supports everybody.
There is actual tension. It's like a pressure cooker on the verge of blowing up, and Melania isn't holding anything back. So what were these remarks? Well, they were nothing short of controversial during a recent episode where the hosts talked about Melania's time in the White House, and let's just say their opinions were far from kind. One of them implied that Melania didn't seem to love her role as First Lady, even implying that she wasn't exactly thrilled to be married to Donald Trump. They made a variety of assumptions about her marriage, even speculating that she might not like her husband. But that wasn't all. They also criticized her personal decisions, including how she redecorated the White House and how she approached the Christmas tradition.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant. That was all.
That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that won't come up.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Yes.
It's like people should look at him and say, what kind of an insecure jerk are you? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm not attracted to her big belly or something. And now she's paying attention to the baby and not me.
The host portrayal of someone unhappy with her role and failing to live up to public expectations was a lot to process. So naturally, Melania took offense. She is now taking significant action, filing a defamation lawsuit, claiming the host's remarks were not only untrue, but also gravely damaging to her reputation. This isn't just about hurt feelings. It's also about protecting her name and image from what she considers to be harmful and baseless attacks, and it doesn't end there. Enter the Joe Rogan podcast legend, and media critic Rogan didn't mince words in denouncing the viewpoint for what he perceives to be obvious hypocrisy. He brought up the fact that Trump and Melania were frequent guests on the show a few years prior, getting applause and embraces from the hosts.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of way to get it down. The episode of you when you were on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
They were talking about you as such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Trump. Yeah.
He tends to just...
In the present, the viewpoint is behaving like their worst enemy. Rogan labeled it a deliberate narrative flip that was motivated more by politics than any true principles. But he didn't stop there. He then attacked the show, criticizing its emphasis on sensationalism over content, saying that even if you average out the View host's IQ, you could still have trouble hitting. He joked about triple digits on his podcast, and his fans loved it. Now you might be wondering why this matters. Apart from the drama, this case raises some really important issues. What is appropriate and inappropriate to say about prominent personalities?
I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a rabies-infested henhouse.
If Melania prevails, it could establish a historic legal precedent that would change how the media covers public figures and celebrities' private lives. This could have a significant impact on how shows like The View cover politicians, celebrities, and other public figures. This isn't The View's first controversy, but this one is unique. Let's take a moment to discuss the timing of Melania's lawsuit against one of the nation's most popular talk shows. This is drama on a whole new level. Since Donald Trump is in the news for other reasons, some people are wondering that this lawsuit might be a premeditated attempt to draw media attention back to Melania. Particularly given the political fervor surrounding her husband, there is no doubt that this story has layers, and we are only beginning to explore them. However, let's return to those remarks. Everyone was shocked when one host even asserted that Melania despises her husband and no longer wants to live in the same home. Did they really just remark that it was one of those jaw-dropping moments? Did I hear correctly?
Now you know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade. But apparently, his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
What's particularly shocking is how swiftly Melania filed a lawsuit. Usually, well-known people let things go or issue a brief statement, but Melania is going all out. This isn't just about clearing her name. She's demanding accountability by going to court and setting a clear boundary for what is and isn't acceptable. This isn't a quick fix. This isn't a publicity gimmick. Rather, it's a serious court struggle with significant stakes, and she obviously means business given that $100 million is at risk. Melania is making it apparent that these remarks have seriously harmed her reputation and how the public perceives her, going beyond simply igniting a public dispute.
Would be made that you would have to be sitting here defending him.
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president, so nothing surprised me.
It's got to be hard, though. I mean, it's got to be a difficult thing.
In one way, it's hard because press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself all the time.
It begs some important issues, but what does this all mean for the rest of us? Do well-known individuals like Melania have the right to complete privacy, or must they put up with some degree of public scrutiny? Where do we draw the line between defamation and free speech? This case might set a precedent. A moment, if Melania prevails, it may alter how the media covers private issues involving public figures, including politicians, celebrities, and even family members, according to media law experts. Of course, there will be a lot of criticism, with some claiming that Melania is merely exploiting this for publicity. Others, however, think she is sincerely attempting to safeguard her reputation and place restrictions on what the media can say.
I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that about a former president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just ignorant. Because I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View.
And
look, The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they handle it that way?
The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle, but ultimately, this case raises issues regarding the relationship between media responsibility and celebrity privacy. It serves as a reminder that even well-known people should be shielded from damaging and untrue accusations. As the case progresses, everyone will be watching Melania and the courts to see how they handle her allegations. This is about establishing a new benchmark for how the media can discuss public officials, not just about the money. If Melania's case is successful, it might lead to a change in the way news organizations and talk shows handle contentious issues. Since the story is only getting started and we'll be here to provide you with updates as they happen, do you believe Melania has the right to sue, or might this create a risky precedent for free speech? Please share your comments in the space provided below. Don't forget to subscribe to receive updates on all the most recent changes. Everyone will be talking about this kind of tale, and we'll be here to update you on it all the way until the next time. Continue to be involved and informed, and we'll keep you updated on Melania. Thank you for viewing, everyone, and enjoy The View and everything else this amazing story has to offer.